Solving equations, lesson C notes. We're now going to move on to solving two-step equations. And the problems that we're going to work with will have the two steps of first, addition and subtraction, and second, multiplication and division. So first we're going to add or subtract, and then we will multiply or divide. The first thing I want you to do is pause your video, and I want you to write down the two steps here in the corner, and then I also want you to write down this. After you write those both down, I will explain them. So again, pause your video and do that now. Okay, so again, the two steps are first addition or subtraction, second step is multiply or divide. The reason why I write this down is because every year I have someone who tries to add or subtract on the first step and then add or subtract again because they see maybe a negative number, so they want to add that, okay? The first step is to add or subtract, but the second step will be multiply or divide. This here, it says to box the variable term with the sign in front. Box the variable term with the sign in front. If you'll notice this equation here, this example, I boxed the negative 2x. That's my variable term, all right? If I'm solving this equation, I need to get the variable by itself, to isolate the variable, I need to get rid of this positive 8 and I need to get rid of this negative 2. Well, I want you to think of that box as an electric fence. Don't touch it. Don't touch what's inside of it. Don't touch the box. So I have to get rid of the negative 2 and the positive 8, but I'm not supposed to touch what's inside that box. That means I'm going to get rid of the 8 first. So the first step will be to get rid of the number outside of the box. The first step would be to get rid of the number outside of the box using either addition or subtraction. Well, in this case, I have a positive 8, so the inverse operation would be to subtract 8 from both sides, because it would be negative 8. So the inverse would be to subtract 8 from both sides. That allows me to cancel the 8's. Now I bring down what is in the box, everything in the box. So I have a negative 2x. Keep your equal signs lined up. And 26 minus 8 is 18. Okay, is the variable isolated? Is it all by itself? No. I still have the negative 2 with the variable. This is multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So now I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. To isolate the variable, the final step would be to divide both sides by negative 2. Bring down my variable, keep the equal signs lined up, and 18 divided by negative 2 is negative 9. So you will box the variable term with the sign in front. You'll get rid of the number outside of the box first, and then you'll get rid of the number with the variable. So you'll use addition and subtraction first, then multiplication or division. All right, let's look at the next one. I already boxed my variable term. Go ahead and do that now. So I need to get rid of the 5, and I need to get rid of the negative 13. Well, since the 5 is in the box, I don't touch the 5. The number I get rid of first is the negative 13. So the inverse would be positive, or adding 13 to both sides. So I'm going to add 13 to both sides of the equation. Because remember, it's a balance. What I do to one side, I must do to the other side. So the 13s will cancel. I bring down what is in the box. What's in the box? 5x. Keep my equal signs lined up. 37 plus 13 is 50. All right. Next step. I want to get the variable by itself. That is multiplication. The inverse operation would be to divide. So I'm going to divide both sides of the equation by the number with the variable, which is 5. Divide both sides of the equation by 5. So my 5's will cancel. Bring the variable down. Equal signs lined up. And 50 divided by 5 is 10. Now, I can check my answer to see if I'm correct. You can still check your answer to see if you're correct. So I'm going to do that now. You pull up the calculator. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that 10 in where that x is. Well, remember, that's multiplication there. So in other words, it's 5 times 10, and then the rest of it is minus 13. Again, I put in all of this. 5 times 10 minus 13. Well, hit enter and I get 37, which is what it is over here. So, sorry about that. All right, so we are correct. Since I got 37, I'm correct, and that's it for the problem. Again, I add or subtract it first, and then I multiply or divide. If you have any questions on solving two-step equations, let me know.